Which battlefield are you headed to?
The fight starts now. Stay safe. A life is the only thing we can't replace.
Victory will be ours. Together. We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything to me.
Begin the operation. Our...
We need to move fast. Attack!
Let us crush the defense.
Don't mind if I do.
Out of the way! Not sure I can hold this opponent back.
That should do it.
On to the next one.
We can always depend on your strength.
Somebody help me!
We will proceed as planned.
Thank the goddess it worked!
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I'm glad you're fighting with us, not against us. The thought of going up against you in battle is terrifying.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
We would never have achieved victory without everyone's help.
Curse that doddering old fool. Striking out on his own was idiotic to the utmost degree. Had he only been more patient, we could have all joined with the Imperial Army's main corps and mobilized as one cohesive unit.
It seems the kingdom's offer of shelter to the Central Church incensed him to act. You know how deeply Lord Lenato's hatred for the Church and their kind has festered, ever since the day they brought a blade down on his son's neck.
But what of his adopted son? Wasn't he made a knight of the royal family? For a time, he served the Grand Duke of Etha as well. I can't possibly fathom what the man is thinking.
Really? The matter seems rather open and shut to me. He possesses a burning hatred for both the church and the archbishop at its head. Just as they deserve the ultimate punishment in Lenato's mind, so too does the king, who has chosen to take them in.
If only he'd slowed down for a moment to consider how his ridiculous actions would affect me. I carried out my betrayal of the kingdom with the promise of imperial protection of our territory firmly in sight. That will, of course, all be for naught if this ends with our lands razed to the ground and my head skewered on the lance of the enraged king of Fargus.
I imagine he will be quite angry. Yes. We should prepare ourselves for what's to come.
If Lord Lenato and his men fall, Aryan Road is sure to be met with a siege. In which case, we hand it back to the kingdom. A peace offering, if you will. But if Lenato emerges victorious, we defect to the Empire as planned. Both sides covet the fortress. Whichever way the winds of war blow, we only need match them to stay afloat.
Are you sure, Your Excellency? Normally you'd balk at such cagey behavior.
Don't play dumb with me, Gwendol. You've said it yourself. There will be no shame in surrender as long as you fight tooth and nail to the end.
Hey!
Understood.
Let's earn our keep.
Hold strong. Let's begin. It's time to move.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our...
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave every...
I'm here to defend you.
We can still reverse our fortunes.
Defeat. I'm sorry.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
This is not yet the... We will proceed as planned. Time for celebration.
No mercy.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Yes! We did it! Let's get started.
Can't fight like this.
We will proceed as planned.
I'm bleeding all over the place.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
On to the next then.
I hope it was enough.
Still improving.
Sorry, I shouldn't stare.
We will proceed as planned. We move.
I'm dragging the others down.
You shall pay for this, you hear? We're not losing to anyone!
We'd like to help.
We've got...
Time to make a name for ourselves.
This is just the beginning.
You make a fine warrior.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Retreat!
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Don't mind if I do.
My wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Shore up our defenses!
You've done well, everyone.
Hey,
So, what do you think?
I can do this.
The fight starts now.
Time is short. We must rescue them at once.
We have to do everything we can.
It's not over.
Here we go! I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything to me. Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
We will proceed as planned. We won't last at this rate. We need assistance! Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Let's start the attack.
We won't last at this rate. We need assistance!
We need to move fast. Attack!
Gotta help us out, please!
Right on. I'm unstoppable.
You're in peak form today.
Out of the way!
On to the next step.
Let's give this a shot.
Allow me.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
All right. I think that worked. I'm not sure how, but it worked. Yeah! I'm glad that went well.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield. I've awaited this.
Take a breather. Retreat! I've got... Right on. My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I feel there's little I can't handle with you by my side. We made it in time. Thank the goddess. I'll hesitate no longer.
I'm not stopping now.
Understood.
I'll do what I need to.
fight starts now. Don't throw your lives away. Fall back.
We can still fight our way out of this. Out of the way! We need some help, and fast! I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about...
Let's begin. It's time to move.
We will proceed as planned. I will...
Let's take it for ourselves!
Take this! The stronghold's ours.
Yes, we did it!
Out of the way! Retreat! I'm unstoppable.
You're in peak form today.
Out of the way!
I'll face my comrades after this.
I'll do my best!
Take this!
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Looks like that's it for us. You know what they say about playing with fire.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
You make a fine warrior.
Out of the way!
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Lend me your strength!
Let's work together. Still improving.
Great! Let's keep it up!
I'm more than just some pretty face. I'm here and ready to give my all. This was destined to happen.
Don't mind if I do.
We finally escaped.
can I best you?
Well,
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Time to work you into shape.
I still...
Have I regained my true power?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I hope I can be more useful now.
My conviction is unshakable.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
What do you expect? That was child's play.
And yet, no. We can leave it at that. I appreciate the help today, Felix.
We all must do our fair share.
After the last 2 years with Dimitri, I thought we'd seen every battlefield there is to see in Fargus. But Magdred Way, huh? This one's new.
A little foggy, don't you think? I might even hazard to call it a lot foggy. You've never fought in conditions like these, so you do well to keep what wits you have about you. If you're not careful in this fog, you could find yourself walking straight off a cliff. Horrible way to go, if you ask me.
Come on, you're not my mom. I can handle myself.
Wow, look who woke up on the confidence side of the bed. If that's how you feel, maybe you don't even need my help anymore.
You know what? Yeah. Why don't you sit this one out? I've got a thing or two I can show you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. And, just in case you forgot, if you die, I go with you. Our fates are intertwined, so don't do anything too reckless, you understand? Now come on, let's go.
There's no telling where our enemies might be lurking in this fog. Be at the ready for potential ambushes.
In any case, we lack the luxury of waiting for it to clear. Lenato must be found and put to the sword as soon as possible. We will begin by advancing our front line. All forces, prepare to march.
Begin the operation. All troops?
Let's begin. Come with me.
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's get marching.
No backing down. Not even against the king himself. We fight for Lord Lenato.
I can barely see my hand in front of my face. Hey, didn't we bring torches? I can see way better now. This will make moving around a lot easier too.
It's not personal.
This isn't a battle. It's a bloodbath. We were sent out here like lambs to the slaughter.
This is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
Take a breather.
I'm going.
I've awaited this moment.
Everyone, fall back. We need to regroup.
All is proceeding apace, but don't let up. And keep an eye out for ambushes.
Time to get to work.
These mercenaries must be reinforcements from the Empire. Everyone, gird yourselves.
Allow me.
Take a breather.
Didn't think I'd get another shot at the Ashen Demon this soon.
You're more capable than I expected.
They're holding back. So much for gauging their strength.
My true power! Take this! Out of the way!
Looks like I'm late. Guess I'll get working on my orders.
Miklon? From House Gautier? What is he doing here?
So, my brother's joining us. Looks like His Majesty really pulled out all the stops.
I'll stop the enemy dead in their tracks. You lot use your brains and figure out how we win this thing.
Someone must be giving these mercenaries their orders. We're going to find them. Miklon can handle things on his own.
I didn't expect they'd have reinforcements, but it doesn't change much. You know what you have to do, and all that's left is to do it.
Are you seriously going to sit back and let someone else handle the Ashen Demon for you?
Enough of this foolishness.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's get marching.
Not a problem.
I'll do my best. Let's move.
Begin the operation. All troops, march!
Let's begin. Come with me.
I'll do what I can. We march. On me.
We will proceed as planned. We move. You were a formidable opponent. Would that we could have finished them here. But greed in battle will only end in trouble.
So, beat the kid. These kingdom folks are tougher than I thought.
I may be new to Gerald's band, but my only hope is that I don't get you all killed. That funeral would truly be a grave affair.
It was only a matter of time till they found us. Let's give them a nice, warm welcome.
They're tough. These are no ordinary mercs.
Come then, let us fight with honor.
I'll do my best. Take this! Let's take it for ourselves. Out of the way! On to the next one. Take this!
There's that mercenary flair.
To drag my new comrades down. I can stand this no longer. I'm falling back.
Let's begin. Years are starting to catch up to me. This job's not worth dying over. Fall back!
So the mercenaries had fled. On to the next.
I'll do my best. Let's move.
Send in the auxiliary units.
Glad those mercs are gone. This fog's still as thick as ever.
It's likely that sorcery is to blame for the predicament we find ourselves in.
Then we'll just have to cut those mages down. If they're the ones invoking this fog, Defeating them should dispel it.
They found us! To arms!
Your trickery ends here.
We will proceed as planned.
We must strive.
Let's begin.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Shall we?
I'll do it.
I shall take the lead.
The rest falls to you, Lord Lenato.
The fog is lifting!
I'll do my best.
We did it!
The time for subterfuge has passed. We shall meet now in honest combat. Victory will be ours, Lenato. Come, everyone. We will overwhelm our foes.
He's done so much to ingratiate himself with the Empire. We can't exactly leave our new friend to die, can we?
Not now! Lenato is but one step away!
If we can just try to reason with Dorothea, though, we might be able to settle things peacefully.
The might of Adrestia is on our side. Yes, with our combined forces.
Messengers! We need to... We must stop them before they call for battle.
Is this the end? No, I can keep fighting.
Dorothea, please! I don't want to see you die for nothing.
I can't say I want that either. All right, you win.
If His Majesty means to shelter those vile church rats, then I shall rebuke him to my final breath. Fling open the gates. I have burned far too many bridges to turn back now.
Lenato, it's time to settle this.
A moment too soon.
Bear witness to my might. Stand down! Reconsider, Your Majesty. The Central Church's blessing is not but a poisoned chalice.
Forgive me, Lenato, but I must grasp it all the same. This is the brightest future I can give my...
Forgive your fool of a father, Kristoff, for he is soon to join you.
It's not over. The battle is over. A fine effort, everyone. Especially considering the conditions.
Guess we did our job, at least.
Well, well, doesn't someone sound disappointed? And what's with that look?
I don't know. We completed our mission and all, but it still feels like we lost somehow. Sure, we stopped Lenato, and we put Geralt and his mercenaries to rout. But not before they dragged us through one of the toughest fights we've experienced. And most of all, I failed to take down the Ashen Demon. If that's not a loss, I don't know what is.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
You're right. I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
Precisely. They're surely going to continue standing in our way, so do try to dig a little deeper the next time you square off.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for the chat.
By the by, have you seen our valiant leader? I wonder where he's scampered off to.
No Felix or the others in sight either. Maybe they're having a meeting or something.
Sounds like you should try to track them down then. Though, on second thought, it may not be any of your business.
I probably shouldn't be sticking my nose into their private matters, but I am pretty curious. Let's go.
I hope...
There is little time.
Wish this would...
I've got that.
You did well, Miklana. I will remember the deeds you've performed here today.
You know as well as I that I only did it for the money. Your money.
That's the man from before.
I don't mean to question you, but why exactly are you eavesdropping on them?
It looks like they're having an argument. Butting in now would just make things worse.
What are you playing at, Boar? This washed-up bandit doesn't deserve to look at our army, let alone be a commander in it.
It's a decision I made in collaboration with the Margrave. 2 years ago, after I ascended the throne, I ordered Gustav to capture him, made him swear his allegiance to the royal family, and gave him a unit of soldiers to command.
Spare me the details of how you did it. What I want to know is why.
My army was lacking leaders. We needed capable fighters to fill in the gaps. As for Miklon here, the Margrave himself has instructed him in all manner of military tactics. I've seen his prowess with my own 2 eyes. In the centuries since the time of King Lugh, crests and relics have kept Fargus safe. We've come to depend on that power to protect us from outside attacks, and grown all too complacent in its wake. Naturally, we will take full advantage of our heroes' relics in the battles ahead with Adrestia. But we cannot protect our home with relics alone. If all who could wield them fell, so too would we. The blood of the heroes is thinner now than ever before. We need men like him among our ranks.
I don't doubt the truth of your words, but that's not the issue here. Do you really think it appropriate to trust a man barely removed from his life as a brigand with the responsibility of command?
Everyone's heard the stories of the elder Gautier brother, how he resorted to banditry and plunder. Do you not think our soldiers would object to being led by a man with such history?
Command, huh? It's got a nice ring to it. But you should know, I'm just a prisoner. My attendants, my aides, my best men, all stooges for the royal family, breathing down my neck every waking moment. All the sleeping moments, too.
No wise remarks, Sylvain? You're standing there mute, as if this has nothing to do with you.
I was one of the first His Majesty consulted with. There's nothing I could say that I haven't already. I'm sure you can't stand the sight of me, Miquelon. But let's see if we can't get along, okay?
Huh. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, I'll await your next orders, Your Majesty, sir.
Let me guess. Any means necessary?
I won't defend it, though I do see use in such a man. What he did in his time as a bandit was monstrous, I admit that. And I deserve no small amount of judgment for giving him command in spite of it. But I can't help but wonder. Perhaps his life could have been dramatically different had he only possessed a crest. Same as the uncle I murdered.
I understand your reasoning, Your Majesty. Yet he's hurt so many people.
What's done is done. Stolen goods may be returned, but stolen lives cannot. If the man is unwilling to atone for his wrongdoings, then he will pay for it with his head. If he does wish to repent, however, then what better way to do so than by risking his life on behalf of our people? If any among us still can't forgive him, by all means, take up your arms and enact vengeance.
I get what you're trying to do, but you still should have talked to us first. This isn't about who shoulders what blame. It's a matter of letting us know what you're thinking.
You're right, Felix. My apologies. Now then, we march on Aryan Road as planned. With House Rowe's military might crippled, seizing the fortress should be a somewhat simpler matter.
The Silver Maiden. Can we really take it?
You saw how many troops they've already lost. Just plain math will tell you there can't be that many of them left back at the fortress. At least I sure hope not.
And I am sure Houses Karen and Geraint would be willing to lend us a few squadrons in return for the aid we provided them.
Agreed. And their militaries are both formidable indeed. I'll have to factor their support into our strategies moving forward. And what of you, Ash? Will you be joining the fight at Aryan Road?
Yes, I will. Though I do appreciate the concern, Your Majesty.
As long as you're sure you can handle it. Do not hesitate to retreat if it becomes too much for you. House Rowe's forces aside, we now have the added threat of Geralt and his mercenary band to contend with. The very same mercenary band you had been looking for, is it not?
Yeah, one of them in particular, a warrior known as the Ashen Demon. who felled my entire company back before I met you. Not sure I'm looking for revenge exactly, but I do want to surpass them, no matter what it takes.
I see. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
I'm sorry. I wasn't really trying to hide it or anything. Just never came up, I guess.
I believe I understand. Overcoming Gerald and his mercenaries is what drives you in life.
Yeah, you could say that. It's the closest thing to a goal I have, for sure.
In any case, those people cannot be taken lightly. I'd like to avoid crossing blades with them as much as we can. Though we'll likely encounter them sooner rather than later. Imperial forces are still encamped in the former Arendelle territory, after all.
Right. We'd better be ready for anything.
Azure Gleam. Conspiracy in the air. Having laid Lenato low, the kingdom's army proceeds south. Count Rowe, who had prior declared fealty to the Empire, surrenders, and Aryan Road falls back into kingdom hands. With its foothold in the west lost, the Empire amasses troops in the former Arendelle territory to the south, prompting the army of Fargus to strike before Adrestia can regain its footing.
It's nice Aryan Road fell with little more than a hand wave, but it's hardly comfortable knowing the enemy is still on our doorstep.
Comfortable or no, we must take what few chances we do have to rest. Battle will be upon us again before we know it.
Not to mention the fortress is still a target. I mean, who wouldn't want their very own impregnable stronghold?
Our spies report that the enemy plans to mount such an attack from Arendelle land.
Arendelle, huh? It's been 2 years since the territory came under the Emperor's control. The wind carries rumors that Edelgard has been keeping Lord Arendelle imprisoned in his home since then. If it's true, I'll... No. Were the enemy to strike and the fortress city to somehow fall, our path forward in this war would grow exceedingly perilous.
The West doesn't face the kind of constant threats we do, so there aren't as many strongholds here as in the North, right?
Basically. Though my uncle did say that started to change at least a tiny bit in the past couple of years.
In other words, the entire western region of the kingdom is likely to fall into enemy hands if we retreat from Aryan Road now.
Indeed. Which is exactly why we must take the offensive and restrain this Imperial snake before it can sink its fangs into us.
Hey, it'll be nice to strike first for once. It feels like we've been on the back foot for a while now.
Right you are. And remaining on perpetual defense would only lead to more meaningless, preventable deaths.
Whatever we decide to do, we need to stay on guard. Gerald and his mercenaries could be around any corner.
Yes, who knows when you might have another fateful duel with the Ashen Demon. Hmm?
Your Majesty, I bear terrible news.
Calm yourself. What is it?
The convoy escorting Count Rowe to the capital has been attacked by an unknown assailant. They've sustained heavy losses, and it seems Count Rowe has gone missing amid the chaos.
I see. And these assailants, we know nothing about them?
Very little, Your Majesty. The survivors claim to have been attacked by numerous mages.
Mages? No.
What's wrong? Do you know who it is?
You saw the court mage Cornelia during our battle at Ferdiad, yes? Well, she disappeared almost immediately after. It's likely she has been burrowed away in western Fargus ever since. Which leads me to wonder if this attack wasn't her handiwork somehow. It's merely a feeling, though. I'd like to look into it further if possible. But something tells me the Imperial soldiers won't wait around patiently while we go off hunting for clues.
Perhaps you should send a separate unit to investigate, while we attend to the Empire.
Yes, that would be prudent for now. We cannot afford to lower our guard for even a moment.
Hey there.